Why drag?
Why not? I don't know.
It just calls you.
Yeah, what's not great about a drag show?
I have one thing to say. You better work. Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
Everybody, welcome to the show. The rules of engagement are really quite simple, so if you can pull yourself away from Grindr for 2 seconds, listen up.
Oh, it was great. I love coming to Exposure every single weekend.
I'm basically like, if you took my Soviet grandmother, and then you took my mom, but then you like, inside of a duck is a cat who lays an egg.
Well, maybe a girl was born of Georgie the artist. So before there was maybe, there was and is still Georgie.
For me, as a performer, it feels like heaven.
My family definitely supports my craft. In fact, this past October, my parents were in LA and they came and saw me perform.
I used to think I was fierce because I was in all the houses, I won trophies. I used to munch straight for dollars too. But see, I'm fiercer now because I got a job, I got an education, and I got somebody waiting at home for me. Now, one queen is...
I think drag has allowed me to express that feminine side that's never been allowed to be expressed. And I really like playing with that. My parents are really iffy about it, but understandably, they were raised Catholic. They still don't get it. They feel like it's a phase, and that's fine. You know, I feel like at the very least, I can understand where they're coming from because I know their background. But I don't like it necessarily. It's not my favorite thing to talk about, but I always do because every time I do, I feel like I reveal a little bit more about myself.
I'm pretty, so I don't have to worry about it.
I've experienced discrimination, not a ton, but I will say I've experienced more discrimination in drag than I have out of drag. Just because a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but you know, there are people who are uncomfortable with it. And there's also been discrimination within the drag community. You know, there's a lot of ideas that people have about how drag should be, you know, and, you know, sometimes I break the rules a little bit.
Like, how did I overcome it? All I can say is that I've been through all of the pageants in the Philippines. I will say this, I may not win the crown, but I win the best talent. It is.
Justina Julita was born because Highland Park needed a queen to reign over her. One time in the sandbox, I was called a fag, so I took some of that sand and I shoved it down his throat and no one ever called me a fag again.
I've actually been a part of a hate crime before. I kicked her back up and down the block.
And look, I'm still around.
I have. I overcame it. I kind of just like brush them off. You know, it's just like they're not worth it. I chose to do exposure because I wanted to bring something to the community of Highland Park, which I just wanted to expose the community to drag.
My one message to impart is, if you're not wearing nails, you are not doing drag.
What are your goals for your drag career?
My goals, I would love to be more of I would love to do video game reviews, I would love to do modeling, I would love to be just a queen for the nerds out there. I know.
And he's a painter, he's a sculptor, and he's now a performance artist as maybe a girl.